YouTube, what it do? Dundee back with another one. Been a minute, but hey, I gotta hit y'all with this one. So this is a video about the moon. Technically, it's a video about daylight savings time and why we spring forward and fall back. So I'm gonna kind of break this down as good as I can. Bear with the editing. I don't know why my sound ain't synced. I figured it out later, but just get into this video. I want to give a shout out to Vibes of Cosmos. That's the source of information. He's got a YouTube channel. His YouTube video will be in the description box below. So let's get into it.
Mirrors, and to see the map of the Earth in this transition, water masses and energy spots.
All right, so to explain daylight saving time, springing forward and falling back, first I gotta you have to understand what the moon is first, because it's gonna explain daylight savings time. So real quick explanation of what the moon actually is.
To give fluorescence on the ethereal field above, white areas of the moon, but land masses do not. Transparent areas of the moon, blue in the day, black in the night. So in this way, we have the first world map by plasma moon.
Alright, so the moon is a phenomenon of plasma in the exosphere, the farthest hemisphere we got, and it's an image. Now, it's not necessarily made up of plasma, but plasma is giving us this X-ray image of the world. And technically, what she just stated was that this is a world map. Yes. So technically, the moon is a transparent X-ray image of the Earth's land and depth of the Earth's land. So the spherical shape comes from the magnetic north and the lens that's projecting the sun, which we'll explain later. That gets more in depth, but let's just break down the basic things to wrap your mind around that this is not a physical object that you can touch or land on. Now, they just translated the depth of the moon into the map of the Earth. Now it's a mirror image. So let's go back. Alright, let's see. Alright, 10 seconds. Alright.
Plasma moon.
Go back 10 more seconds. Alright, this is the image of the moon we see in the sky, right? This is what we see. This is technically the Earth. It's flipped. So check this out.
Of the moon, blue in the day, black in the night. So in this way we have.
Okay, they flipped it. Now flipping it shows us a bird's eye view of Earth.
The first world map by plasma moon.
Now we got the map of Earth. Now, the whole moon shows all of the land, and what the sun revolves around is what we call Earth. Now, technically, all of this is Earth, but the sun only goes around one quadrant at a time, and all of the other landmass that you see, like on this side, is not a part of the sun's path, I should say. Yet we can see all of this land on the moon. We don't just see this circle, and we see we see the whole circle. And they will explain this whole circle. As of now, I know this is going to be kind of a long video, probably 15-20 minutes. We're going to get into why we have springing forward and falling back, daylight savings time. So now that we got that out the way, now that you can see the moon transitioned into a map, and as you can see Africa here. You can see Eurasia. These are the Americas. That is South America. That is North America. Right there in the middle is Central America. This is Lemuria. Right here we have Australia. This is West Africa, and here is Atlantis. West of that. There's the center of the earth, Hyboria. And yeah, that's our map. Antarctica doesn't exist. Antarctica is not on the map. It don't technically. Antarctica is like, I think Antarctica like right there. I think. But technically Antarctica is not a continent. It's not. Now, Antarctica ain't a continent. Yet we got 3 continents they don't tell us about. We got Hyboria, which is in the middle. That's the center, the North Pole. We got Atlantis, which is here, and we got Lemuria, which is a big ass landmass there. So just had to point that out. Now let's get into the daylight savings time. Now I'm gonna have to pause this. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go.
Motions of sun and moon. The sun makes a spiral motion. This complex movement consists of 2 individual movements, a circular motion and a simple harmonic oscillation. The moon makes a spiral motion too, but its center of the motion makes an oscillation too.
Alright, y'all. The sun moves in a spiral. So this is why we get daylight savings time. The sun never sets in the same spot technically. Never rises in the same spot technically. It's to get the sun to rise in the same spot is a 26,000 year cycle. So as every day goes along, the sun rises slightly over in a different spot and sets slightly over in a different spot. Now, throughout a year and throughout what I should say, a whole zodiac calendar, this change is so minuscule you can't really tell. So technically for about I don't know, it feels like about 10,000 years of no change because it's that slow of a change. But we get the seasons based off this first ring over here is the sun's path in December. And then as you get closer to March and April, it gets closer. And June and July, August will be this path right here closest to the middle. And then we got these three layers. This first layer here represents winter. Then we got spring. Then we got summer. Then it goes back out. Spring turns back into fall. And then we got winter again. Then we got spring, summer, fall, winter. Spring, summer, fall, winter. So daylight savings comes from the oscillating sun moving in and moving back out to the outskirts. So it moves closer to the equator, then it moves back out to the outskirts. It moves closer to the equator and back out, oscillates, right? So I'll let them show you.
The moon, the center of its motion changes. So we conclude that this is an elliptical spiral orbit.
Alright, so March, April,
Simple harmonic oscillation. The circular motion is changing its radius as it's...
You see how close it is? Now, the sun moves slower during these months. That's why the days are longer. Alright? In the summertime, we get longer days because the sun is moving slower. So now we just sprung forward. We had to add an hour. So now, as you will see, the sun has came up early now comes up earlier because we have to spring forward an hour. And every day it's going to last a little longer. So we're going to get more and more sunlight. It's going to set at 6. Then slowly it's going to get to 7. Then slowly it's going to get to about 8. And then the peak around June and August, I think, around this time.
Follows a simple harmonic oscillation.
The sun sets like around 9 o'clock in certain areas. Like it's daytime. And then it comes right back up at what, like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Because the path is so short. It's small now. As you can see, this is a very small path. It's closer to what we call the equator. And days are longer because the sun is moving slower. Now, check this out.
For the sun, the period T.
You see how it's spreading back out? Days are starting to get shorter and the sun is speeding up. Now it's starting to go fast.
Is T sun equals 365.25 days. For the moon, the period T is T moon equals.
It's getting colder and colder in the inside of the earth. So it's moving further and further away from the equator. Now it's getting on the outskirts. Now Atlantis over here is somewhat where we would place Antarctica, which I don't know where Antarctica is because technically it's not a real continent. As you can see here, it's not on this map. Like I said, this is the Americas. That is big South America right there. And there's Eurasia here. And I'm guessing the purple land is the highest land. So South America is some pretty high land. Apparently Lemuria is kind of low land. And I think that's why they say it did flood or sunken or whatever. I don't know. But back to daylight savings time. So now we spring back around this time, which I think is October or whatever, because the sun now moving faster on the outskirts.
28.5 days.
January starts to circle back in.
Circular motion. The sun makes 28.5 circles in 28.5 days. The moon makes 28 circles in 28.5 days. So every day the moon stays 12.8 degrees behind the sun from the center.
Now this part may be a little complicated. Y'all gonna have to watch this whole documentary about 2, 3, or 4 or 5 times if you want to fully understand what the moon actually is and what she's talking about. Pretty soon I'm going to make quick videos. It's about 15-20 minutes long, kind of translating in speak of our people that can understand of what the moon actually is, so you won't have to watch it over and over and over again. I'm gonna try to translate it for you in terms that you can kind of understand better and articulate in your mind better, because a lot of people can't wrap their mind around this. It looks stupid, it looks crazy, and yeah, a lot. So yeah, I know, right? Am I gonna let this play on? I'm gonna speed up some. I'm gonna speed up some and let you guys see this part that she got, or he. I'm not sure who Vibes the Cosmos actually is. We just gonna call him Day. What they got? All right, come on.
Harmonic oscillation movement axis. PS equals 27.378 kilo. 178.
All right, this is easier to tell the seasons. So this red line on the far right, that's winter. Where the X is spring coming in because the sun is rotating in going this way, and it's moving slower. And this last red line here where the sun is at, this is summertime. So now when it goes back out, this becomes fall, and then you get wintertime again here on this red line. So we got 3 lines creating 4 seasons in oscillation.
Kilometers per day on the harmonic oscillation movement axis. PS equals 27.378 kilometers. Note here that we find the middle step of the spiral. When the oscillation is at the extreme points, the pitch of the coil is smaller, while around the equilibrium position, it is larger.
Now what you're about to witness is a quick computer generation of how the sun actually spins around our so-called area or yeah, our area, we so-called Earth. So I hope this video explains daylight saving time. I know ain't nobody gonna watch a goddamn video because YouTube with the ish, but I respect the platform because I gotta get on it to use it, and I'm using it and I'm trying to use it. So anyway, subscribe to the channel, Dundee. Like the video if you like the information and the intelligence I'm trying to put out here. Shout out to Vibes the Cosmos. We'll be doing some more reactions, translations, and breakdowns from this YouTube channel. Y'all subscribe to that channel and learn more, and follow me for more truth, man. We just on the search for knowledge, and we talking about and we talk about things about so-called black people, so-called black people, you know, whatever. But yeah, that's that. Hope y'all liked it. Like the video again, subscribe to the channel. Peace. Dundee, I'm out.